friends, welcome to SpiritSaysSo Tarot. These readings are going to be about wicked games that are being played. We're going to find out who and what. We're going to do 3 readings. I will have the timestamps below for each reading because I know that your time is valuable. However, if you would like to stick with me through the drawing and shuffling process, you are absolutely more than welcome to. If you are returning, you already know that I do not edit and I do not script. And if this is your first time here, well, hopefully that is something that you will appreciate and not be annoyed with. All right, so let's get started by introducing your very first card for reading 1. Okay, we have the Faultline. And with the Faultline, we also have this darling charm. It is white on one side and black on the other. So Faultline is reading 1. Reading 2 is the Prayer. It's a lovely card. Okay, and with the Prayer, we also have this, sorry, it's a pearl. It's the mother of pearls, mother pearl. This is actually, this might take some of you back, maybe a Leah Sophia charm there. All right, and reading 3 is the Mask. And with the Mask, I apologize, I just don't have enough room here. With the Mask, we have this glow-in-the-dark pendulum point. All right, so please take a moment, see which reading you feel you would resonate with the most, and that's the first reading that you should start with. You may end up wanting to watch all 3 readings, and pieces from each reading will be your story. But reading 1 is the Faultline with the black and white charm. The Prayer with the mother pearl. And the Mask with the glow-in-the-dark point pendulum. I am going to go ahead and start the shuffling and drawing process. And again, you are more than welcome to jump ahead to your reading if that's what you're going to do. I will see you in your reading. And to those who are sticking with me, I will have all of the names of these lovely decks. Actually, I need to rearrange a little bit. I will have all of the names listed below along with the timestamps. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages for our friends when they are drawn to this reading about wicked games. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Who's playing games? What are the games? What's going on? Messages for the highest good only. I am looking for just 1 card from this beautiful deck for each reading, please. Thank you, Spirit. Alrighty, and Spirit, same intention for all decks. Messages for the highest good only for our darling friends. When they're drawn to this timeless reading about wicked games, what do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Not necessarily what they want to hear, but what is going on? I am seeking 3 cards for each reading from this beautiful Mystic Mondays Tarot. Alrighty, thank you, Spirit. One more for each reading, please. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. All right, and next we have the Wild Unknown Tarot. And the first deck was the Archangel Power Tarot. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages, same intention. For our darling friends, what do they need to know? What do they need to hear when they are drawn to this timeless message? Yes. All right. I feel it, feel it. And we now have the Light Seer's Tarot. It wants to give me a little bit. All right, it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant was giving me a little bit of a hard time coming out of there. Spirit, what wicked games are going on? Who's playing and who ain't playing? Messages for the highest good only. I am looking for 3 cards for each reading, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. Okay, you didn't want to go in. You got it. All right. Well, you're getting a bonus reading too. And if you're sticking with me, you will already know that. But I do not like to take cards back when Spirit makes me pull them. All right. And Oracle cards, please. Yes. In the shadows. Ooh, hopefully this will provide some major answers about who and what wicked games. Who's being wicked and what are they doing? Spirit, please provide divinely guided messages. I would like 2 cards from this deck in the shadows for each reading, please. Thank you. I do feel you. Next is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. I'm surprised I've actually kept these piles pretty decent. Spirit, same intention, please. Messages for the highest good only about wicked games and who's playing or who isn't. And last but not least, for sure, is the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Spirit, one last time, thank you very much for your patience. That was the one, and that one I felt. One more card, please, for a reading 2. Okay, thank you so much. If you have stuck with me through the shuffling and drawing process, thank you, and I'm sorry if I bored you out of your mind. But we will begin the readings very soon. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm all set now. right, so I think we are going to be able to put the fault line right here and your little pendulum right there, I think. Let's begin. Friends, for reading 1, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to do this reading for you. Again, I don't edit, so we kind of get what we get. But we have the fault line, and we have the black and white charm. All right, so we could look at that as someone maybe being two-faced in this situation. All right, and the fault line, of course, is someone's crossing a line or maybe walking a fine line. It could also be a case of walking on eggshells. Kind of be careful, don't walk on the crack or you'll break your mama's back type of a deal. So we have the Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Ram. Very nice reading 1. All right, so you are a very strong-willed, strong-minded person. I feel that there's also a lot of physical strength within you as well. Sorry, I need to adjust myself. All right, impatience. Okay, so before we go any further, I feel like someone is playing with their own spirituality. I think that their expectations are very concerning for you. I almost feel like they're experimenting with things. That the spirituality is kind of they're doing something dark. Can you see that? We'll put them under the fault line because this is what it's about. The person that's playing wicked games and dark spiritual practices. Okay, someone is waiting for an apology. Maybe someone feels misunderstood. Perhaps you're waiting for an apology for them because they've crossed a line with you, perhaps with what they're trying to do with their dark. I almost want to say the spirituality doesn't even go with the dark, or whatever it is that they're spit it out, Krista, experimenting with is dark, just like this line. And there's a breaking point that's going to happen. I know you're watching me. All right, so they know you are waiting for an apology from them, I believe. That's how I feel. The energy coming in from you, my darlings, in reading 1. You are waiting for an apology. They're not taking your spirituality seriously is the energy that I'm getting so far. Of course, we really haven't even dived into your reading yet. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. It's in reverse. I want to take a gander here. Did I do all of these in reverse? No, I did not. All right, so I just wanted to make sure because I normally have my deck upright when everything's upright before I start. So anyway, with the 8 of Wands being in reverse, things have kind of come to a halt. You really aren't expecting anything to come in fast. This connection's creativity is not a good thing, and it's been put to a halt, or you want to put it to a halt. 5 of Pentacles. So they are feeling, woe is me, I don't have what I want. There is a key leaning up against that door, and if they just looked around, if they just maybe asked for help, maybe actually reached out and asked for guidance, positive guidance, they could see their way out of their wicked games. I feel like maybe they're getting tangled up in a web, and perhaps you may be affected by it directly or indirectly, but either way, there's definitely a cause and effect going on with this situation. Yeah, you've been really trying to reach out. You've been trying to help this person get back to reality and be grounded and get out of their dark ways. That's why they know, or they feel that you're watching them, because you've been trying to counsel them and console them, or you know, guide them, lead them in the right direction maybe. Or maybe you've outright told them that what they're doing is BS, and you're not with it. That just came right in. Just so you know, if this is your first time with me, there is no filter between here and here when Spirit is providing me with these energies and these messages. I try to keep my readings G and PG rated, because you never know who might be watching in the background behind you, but sometimes things do come out. I just kind of wanted to put that out there. Not that I've said anything wrong. So here we have the Star. It is definitely time for this person to kind of go through the broken down phase. They need to be broken down. Okay, here we have the 7 of Pentacles. You have been watching them. So this person may be someone who is related to you. They could very well be your partner. They could be someone who just has looked up to you. They could be a brother, sister, son, daughter. Someone that you would normally provide guidance for. And of course, in family unit, you being spiritual as you are, you would bestow that upon your loved one as well. So I do feel like you have been trying to work with this connection and the wicked exercises that they've been trying to do, the dark research and the dark practices. I feel like they even have people that they've been networking with to learn more. A lot of that stuff is probably taking place online, and you are definitely watching that like a hawk. Yeah, this person definitely is somebody that looks up to you, or at the very least does rely on you for one thing or another, whether they are a child of yours, or you know, this could even be, again, just someone that normally would look up to you, but I feel like it is a relative, someone who is connected to you through family, and they see you as being the King of Swords and just always thinking too much and kind of being very cold, because you have to be. You're at the point where you're like, listen, what you're doing is not good. It's dark. It's just not a good thing. 10 of Cups. All right. So Spirit does say you very well could be dealing with the 10 of Cups within the near future. You know, it may take a little bit of time. You know, it could take a couple of months to, because it's probably been a couple of months that this loved one's been playing with wickedness. It isn't necessarily that they're playing with you, or they may be, okay, but they're dealing with the dark side of spirituality, and you want to flip them to the pure side of spirituality, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel that Spirit does know what's going on here, and Spirit doesn't like the darkness either. And of course, you should always go with your own intuition, your own gut feeling. You know, you always do know best for you. But Spirit is saying, if you keep on them, show them the love, the tough love. The King of Swords, a tough love. Make them reflect on what they're doing. Get them out of their own head, out of their woe is me phase. Take them away from the people that they've been networking from. Well, not take them away, but persuade them away. You shouldn't really force anybody to do anything, right? All right, so Spirit's message in closing is we're getting the 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Okay, so Spirit is basically just rallying you on, supporting you with what you need to accomplish here with the wicked games being played. Take great pride as you would with the ram, and make them accountable for what they've done. Make them answer you and answer for anything that they may have done that has really shocked others or put others out. Let them know that they're just not going with the flow. But you're definitely, you keep working at it. You've been working at it, and Spirit is saying keep working at it, because you will have the 10 of Cups. That definitely is your potential future if you keep doing what you should. All right, my beautiful friends, for reading 1, that is going to do it. So in a nutshell, you have a loved one who is practicing dark things. I don't even really know what to call it, but definitely wicked, not for good intentions. They're for bad intentions. They're going through bad ways, as you saw with the 5 of Pentacles. So they need to see a way out and know that going things the dark way is not the way to be. All right, so we are going to move right along for reading 2. And that is for the prayer. These cards are so thick. Okay. Friends, for reading 2, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity, and when I say us, I mean Spirit and myself, to do this reading for you. So you have selected the prayer. Sorry. Fat fingering it there. All right. So that is 65, which is number 11. Oh, there you go. Justice. And we have Leah Sophia's Mother Pearl necklace. Okay. Along with this, we have the Grizzly Bear Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. All right, so you are very spiritual. Definitely goes along with being drawn to the prayer card and then it being 11. I'm sorry, I keep moving you around too. All right, so my 11 people and grizzly bears. I'm going to call you my grizzly bears. Okay, workaholic. So someone in this wicked game concern is a workaholic. That very well could be you. It could be your connection. Or it could be both. I know I made a mistake. I definitely feel like that is, I'm not sure if this is you. This is definitely you, the prayer. I feel the energy coming in as well as the grizzly bear. Sorry, I like things a certain way. I know I made a mistake. All right, I never want to feel that way again. Ooh, that's coming from all of you. The game players and the ones that had to put up with it or are putting up with it. I never want to feel that way again. All right. Very strong. Very, very strong. So the game player, the wicked game, the wicked one is the one, of course, that made the mistake. That is a definite. So we're going to kind of put you over here. There we go. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel that you are definitely a culprit as far as being a workaholic. I feel like you just started either a new job or another new job, meaning that you are working multiple jobs. You have a lot that you are working hard for. I also feel like you're studying too. You're taking at least a class or two. You are very strong-willed. You are very spiritual. You have been brought up in a very hardworking, spiritual, loving environment. Most of you have. I just gotta kick back on that of, hey, not everybody here. Some of us have turned out to be awesome people all on our own, and yes, you have. 9 of Pentacles, okay. Alright, so we have someone here who is definitely playing wicked games to get where they are. Now, these wicked games may be directed to you or indirectly affecting you. But you feel what's going on because of your spirituality. You are an empath. And this player, the wicked player, works with you or people that you know, or they may even be associated with you through your spiritual network, okay? But even though they're spiritual, they may be the type of person that goes to church to try to balance out their sins. They don't go to church because they truly feel it. Unfortunately, we do have people in this world like that. Knight of Swords, okay. So you are looking forward to or needing to send out a message. So you are looking to receive something in soon or send one out soon. So if you are the game player, if you're the wicked one, my darling friends and two, and I say that because, well, not all of us are perfect, right? And sometimes we do things because we feel like if we're going to do them, we may as well go all the way. You know, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing something that's illegal or something that would get you fired, but you're doing something that isn't morally correct. Not necessarily you, I'm just putting that out there. The wicked game isn't morally correct. So I feel reading too that this is either somebody in your work network, your school network, or your spiritual network who steps on toes because they are working their way and climbing the ladder. It's somebody who puts up a front of being the Nine of Pentacles as well. They're not the Nine of Pentacles. And you as being an empath, you will know that. You will feel that. And I kind of feel like you already know who this culprit is, who the wicked player is. The Star. We got the Star in the same position in reading one. That is really creepy. And if you stuck around during the shuffling and drawing process, you would know that this is an extra card. But it is for this position. And you definitely feel like this wicked game player needs to be broken down and taught a lesson, especially when it comes to their spirituality, because they're using their spirituality as either a smokescreen or, again, they got the, hey, I can go out and do this, that, and the other sin, but as long as I go to church on Sunday, as long as I show up, it'll be good. And we all know that's not how it works. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got to go back and check reading one. Same position. Same position. Now, remember, this reading has an extra card, so it's not going to be the same deck in that position. But 5 of Cups. They got, okay, I lie. So reading one got the 5 of Pentacles, but still. The woe is me. My cup is half empty instead of half full. Not being able to see through the darkness and avoiding any light because all they're thinking about is filling up those other 2 cups, the ones that tumbled over, or filling up the 3 if it's 2 or 3, or however many cups you've got tumbled, or they've got tumbled over right now. Whew. Where'd that attitude come from? Spirit. 2 of Cups. All right. So this person who's playing wicked games is definitely all about getting in, all about networking, all about connecting. They think that if they connect with the right people, if they do what those other people want them to do, that those other people are going to give them what they need to grow. And I feel in this 2 of Cups for this reading, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Sidebar. Side note, this 2 of Cups, of course, it is very spiritual. So they are using the spirituality. They are feeding off of the purity of others. They are, again, with the smoke screen, I feel like in this case, all of the orange and the pink is them trying to be creative in their approach toward people. And I feel like they always have their hand held out. They're always looking for ways to gain, whether it's monetarily or gain by likes, gain subscribers. Okay, maybe they're doing something online that is not very pure. And they may be considered the workaholic as well, because they're always working at it. They're always doing something. 10 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you're getting tired of carrying the burden that this person leaves, because you hear it from everybody that knows them. Everybody knows what this person is like. Everybody knows that they're a user and that they play head games. They don't tell whole truths. Okay, Spirit says we got the moon again. So Spirit says in the very near future, it is time to break this person down. It is time to set them straight. Now, if this is you, my darling viewers, for reading 2, then you need to get your act together. But I don't think it is. I think y'all are wonderful. But again, you never know, because none of us are perfect. And maybe you have been using people to climb the ladder, or using people to gain. I feel like if it is you, there's been a lot of people within the spiritual network that you're in that's been praying for you. I pray that they do look at you as a big grizzly bear. You are loving, okay? You have a lot of love. But I feel like this is actually going to be them. You know how I said, I know I made a mistake. Is them for sure. This is definitely the wicked game player, but I feel like this could be both of you. This could be all of you who are the receiver of these wicked games, or the giver of these wicked games. But I never want to feel that way again. And I say that because both of you are going to go through a breakdown process. Here we have 2 moons. All right. Now, both of these moons are definitely meant for the wicked player. And this player needs to be told. They need to be jerked in a knot. They need to be put in their place and told that what they're doing is morally wrong. And if they keep doing what they're doing, then they're going to end up isolating themselves from good people, from positive networking. So in closing, my darling friends for reading 2, who again I feel are spiritual, and I think that you're on the receiving end of these wicked games, but if not, shame on you. In closing, let's see what Spirit has to say. King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. That is absolutely wonderful. So, King of Cups, I love it. Because you are going to be able to bring this person in. You're going to be able to rein them in. You're going to be able to make them see that what they've got going already, they should be looking at it as enough for now. They need to settle down and pause for a minute, okay? They need to stop working so hard and stop pissing people off, right? I mean, that's what it boils down to. If they want to be happy and be fruitful and be that 9 of Pentacles, they got to stop pissing people off. All right, my beautiful friends for reading 2. This one was definitely fun. I hope that this resonated with you. If it did not, please check out 1 or 3 or both. Maybe they will all work to make your story. But until next time, all of my darling friends, take care. Please hit that like button for me. I forgot to say that to my viewers in reading 1. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a kind comment. I love to hear from my darling friends. Until next reading, take care. See ya. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Darling friends, for reading 3, thank you so much for allowing Spirit and myself to do this reading for you. 1 and 2 readings, wild ride. You should check them out. All right, so you have selected the mask. And with Wicked Games, I felt that was a very awesome selection. I would have been drawn to that if it were me. You have also selected this glow-in-the-dark point pendulum. So on the dark side of things, on the dark in the shadows of who is behind the mask, may need that guiding light, right? Giraffe, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. All right, so you, darling friends, in reading 3, rise above earthly matters. Giraffe, I love it. You are at one with God and the universe and your angels. This is probably the most spiritual of all 3 readings. I can feel it. So the mask, I feel, before we get into any other, into any other cards. I'm sorry, let me finish, right? I feel that this person or this connection, so everybody wears a mask, right? We all have our happy faces, even when we're not happy. That's not necessarily a bad mask to have, right? But the mask that we're dealing with in this reading, the energies with this, is that of someone who's a deceiver. It is wicked in their ways. Their intentions are not good. They seem like an awesome person. I feel like they live a double life. This is somebody, this connection, double life just came in for this. Expansion. So in readings 1 and 2, I'm not going to lie, for the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card, reading 1, I felt right away went towards the player, the Wicked Game player. Reading 2, it was really a toss-up. It could have belonged to both energies, or either the receiver of the game or the giver of the game, the wicked one. With expansion, this is definitely about you, because you are very spiritual and you are always open to other cultures and their spiritualities. It's almost like I feel like you study other beliefs and practices, and I do feel like those that you are drawn to are something that you try to incorporate into your daily spiritual routine. Okay, before we get any further, I feel like the Wicked Game is being played by someone that you have reached out to. I feel like it is someone that you have been studying, not necessarily studying with, But with you studying other cultures' spirituality and their practices, I feel like you get online and you reach out to different organizations, different, you probably different YouTube creators, maybe Facebook, all of the above, okay, social media. There's someone within the network that you have been gaining information from who is full of baloney. They are not spiritual. They are deceivers. They are looking strictly for money and handouts. Okay. Now, let's see how the rest of the reading goes, because that just rushed right in. Oh my gosh. I wondered how far this would go. They want to see how far they can take it with people. They are wicked scammers. I hope I will see you again sometime. Yeah, of course they do. They want to hear back. These are the people that reach out and say, oh, I've got information for you. Please connect with me on WhatsApp. Or they're like, oh, hey, I feel you, but I need you to go to this chat room so we can talk. Because nobody else understands us like we do. Yeah, don't fall for that. Eight of Pentacles. You are a hard worker, my darlings, in reading 3. Every time I get the Light Seers, 8 of Pentacles, it is typically in the position of my friends, so you, or what you are thinking about, or what you've got going on, but it's usually related to you, and you are definitely working hard, whether that is actually career-wise, and now your spirituality may have 100% everything to do with your career as well. Okay, you definitely could be all around 24/7, all about your spirituality, meditating, guidance, mentoring others. 7 of Wands, yeah. Alright, with this 7 of Wands, this person is being creative. This deceiver, this game player, this wicked, wicked person, they're praying. You see how she's praying in this rendition of the 8 of Wands. They are praying on loving people who don't like to see others suffer. They want to see others be happy. They want to be happy, and they're preying on those who are seeking happiness and who do know and feel that their spirituality is all about their happiness. But this wicked game player is pulling them in and completely being sacrilegious. They're awful. This is heavy. This is a heavy read. The Empress. You, my darlings. Oh, I love, 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 love this Empress card in this deck. Oh, you're my Empresses. Now, it doesn't mean that you're female, okay? But you are a very nurturing, very spiritual, very grounded person. You are definitely somebody that people do come to. So that may be what you have to do about your work or with your work. You are definitely like, it is, you are all about spiritual. You may even travel the world because of what you do for work and your spirituality. I feel like you visit places that really need to hear the word, the good word. I feel charitable. You're very, very charitable, and I feel like you give a lot of your time. You're a volunteer. And I feel like you give also monetarily, because that's part of why you do work so hard. Okay, let's see. The moon. No kidding. I am not kidding, folks, y'all. You got to go check out readings 1 and 2. The exact same position. All 3 readings got the moon. You all got to break this wicked person down, make them see the light, and build them back up. Wow, that is freaky. Okay. Knight of Wands. You have been trying to be creative. You have been aware because you're so spiritual. This was the same. I think it was my friends in reading too. You're empathetic, so you feel, you know the BS that people play. And you know that they're not genuine, or at least you sense it. You may not know it factually yet, but you sense it. You sense it. And you're trying, I feel like you've been trying to come up with creative ways. You've been working as well. And this doesn't take away from you being a hard worker. Okay, it's just all relative. But you have been driven with passion to stop this BSer, this wicked person from trying to fool the true spiritually passionate people, and to not take them for their money or their material, or to not get them to do things that they really wouldn't normally ordinarily do. I almost feel like they want to be a leader too. They want to lead the pack. Just came in. Princess of Pentacles. Yeah. That's what they want. They want to have people look at them as starting something fantastic. And it's almost like they want to come across as refreshing. And I need to put these down for a second because I need to point this out. Look at the cards. Look at the colors in these cards. Just saying. They are definitely trying to maybe start their own cult. They definitely want followers, which on YouTube can definitely, I mean, it could happen. If they do, okay, this is going to sound weird, but if they do the wrong things the right way, they'll get people following them. They'll get unknown, innocent people. So the Ace of Swords, all right. Spirit is saying that in the very near future, darling readers, I do that all the time. Darling viewers for reading 3, I hope you appreciate that I don't edit and it doesn't annoy you. I love you, mean it. So Spirit is saying that in the very near future, you are going to be giving the opportunity to let this person know how it is. You are going to be finding out the facts that you need, that you're working hard to get. Okay, you're driven right now to get the facts because of your spirituality. You are looking up, you are lifted up, and you are actually trying to look below and see all, I'm sorry, you can't even see my hand, and see below all of what this negative energy, this toxic connection is doing. Four of Gabriel. Time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. All right, so you are going to get closure on the situation. You are either going to give this person the boot, and they are going to exit just as quickly as they inserted themselves into your lives, or you are going to just ignore them and try to provide the appropriate guidance that you can to others to avoid them. You know, get the word out. Either way, you are going to come up with a creative way to do what you need to do. But the celebration also, I feel like it has to do with your hard work, what you put into all of the charities that you do, all of your hard time that you put in, all of your hard time, your hard efforts. Yes, after 3 readings and no breaks, no pauses, I'm a little tired, but you know what? It's well worth it. Because if I was doing a private, personal reading for y'all, there's no edit, right? And I do private readings, a lot of them. Check out my About page and find out when you might qualify. Take care. Please hit that like button for me. Leave a kind comment below. And subscribe if you haven't already. All of the above helps my channel to grow. Thank you. Bye.